did something change in the last match? Because you guys absolutely dominated it. So there was this every part of team, like it was stitched together, it seemed like. So what changed before last match game?
I think 2 nights ago, or 3 nights ago, when we played Mumbai for the first time, we were down 17-5 with about 2 minutes left, and we came back in the end of that match and we tied it up. And we had to wait a whole day. There was no matches, no games, and there was a bit of an itch. Everyone had a bit of an itch, and we couldn't figure out what it was. But we just wanted to get back out there and play the game. And we had a new guy come in, Manu Maismoa. I think he's made a big difference for us in terms of team culture and really making this complete outfit again. But yeah, I think it's something that kind of comes with teams when they're together for a long time. We noticed at the beginning, like, we were always moving in the right direction. We just couldn't get those last moments correct. We couldn't get them to work. We were messing up just at the end, just before we would score. And last night it kind of all came together, and we put together a really good performance that we're really proud of.
Is this your first time in India?
Yes, first time in India. It's been really great so far. Really didn't know what to expect, to be honest. But yeah, awesome.
What has been your experience of playing with Indian rugby players? Because obviously, there is a difference. Of course, you guys have played globally, etc. They're young, but they are very hungry, of course, when it comes to playing. So what has been your entire experience of playing and just, talking to our Indian rugby players?
I didn't know what to expect coming over. I didn't really know that India had too much rugby going on until a few months ago. But getting to know the guys, they've been playing for a long time. They're all really young, so there's a lot of hope going into the future. But there seems to be, when they get on that field and they're playing against marquee matchups, there's a want, there's a desire to be better, to make the tackles, to break the gain line. And I've seen it more and more as this tournament's gone on. These guys have gained confidence. You've seen a guy like Javed Hussain with Hyderabad. I think he's got 7 tries now. He just looks confident out there, and we've seen that with our players too. Arjun last night making a few really big tackles for us. There's like a hunger, and they want to make a difference.
What are the challenges you found, playing in the Rugby Premier League? Because there might be a few. Because I'm sure you haven't played with all of the players who are here as a team before. So what were some of the challenges you had to overcome, and you did overcome with time?
I think at the beginning, the language barrier was probably a big one for us. Just not even just with the Indian boys, but the other guys as well, the marquees, all being from different countries. We've got different language that we use for certain things if we want the ball to go wide. So sort of figuring out like a common words that we can use that everyone will understand, and that's probably why we struggled at the beginning. Part of the reason, for sure. So we've been working with the Indian players as well to try to come up with some Hindi words that we can use to try to get them to understand what we're saying as well. And then they've told us a few words that they'll be using, so when they're calling, we know what they want.
I think that's pretty impressive, because I can imagine different accents, different language, not having the uniform code. But now, how comfortable are you guys? Have you picked up Hindi, or have they picked up certain words? What is it? What's the dynamic like currently?
I think it's a bit of a combination, to be honest. They picked up a lot of English words, rugby-related words, and we picked up some particular Hindi words as well. So
I would like to put you on a spot and ask you, what words have you learned?
I think one of them is baldi, which means give me the ball. We've got space, sort of thing. And then another one we've learned from Deep Raj is Baharnikal. He's got space out wide, and he wants that ball quick. So if we're at the breakdown, we need to give it to them.
That's pretty great. And all of you guys have learned these words, is it?
Yes, yeah. We've been talking about it in team meetings, and this is something we want to have as a team. Yeah.
And of course, now the upcoming matches are going to be tough. We are aiming for a semi-final spot, of course. So, what's the mindset like? How are you preparing?
I think just trying to continue the momentum from last night with that 33-5 victory. If we can continue that to how we played into tonight against Bengaluru, I think we'll have a really good chance. And if we can secure a win tonight, then it puts us in a good position going into the final match and trying to get that playoff position.
Well, thank you for speaking with us today, Ethan.
Thank you very much.